don't know if you guys are ready for this video. I just got done recording it. I'm a little amped up on caffeine. I'm a hot mess, and it was a little unhinged. Like, it was a little wild, a little chatty, a little blah, blah, blah. Buckle up and enjoy the show. Hey everyone, coffee cheers to ya. So I'm making this video because I just want to chat with you guys. I miss you guys. I am horrible about being consistent on here. And I will say what I love about Instagram is the stories that they have there. And YouTube had that for a minute, took it away. And I live in my stories on Instagram. I'm in there every day, oversharing. But then I'm having conversations based off of that, like in the DMs with people, and it's amazing. And it's a bummer that YouTube took that away on here, because I feel like it's just like a more like, I don't know, intimate is, that's the weird word. But just another way to like connect with you guys on like a daily basis, and like more like, for me, it's like, well, I guess I'm always real and authentic. Like, I'm just me, I'm just showing up, but it's a little bit more like in the moment and not like a planned video where you're sitting there and, you know, anywho. So I want to, I guess, maybe make some weekly update videos on here just to shoot the S with you guys like I'm in my stories. Sorry, I don't know what's happening. So say hi in the comments and let's just have a discussion. So I do have some things I want to say. I will probably rant a little bit of like complaining, but I'm trying to like shift that into like seeing more of like the positive and not being like anxious about things. I have a few things written down because I am not well spoken and I'm always like, what was I gonna say? So let's just jump right in. First, apologies if this is all distracting. It's kind of distracting for me. Did not do hair and makeup today, clearly. So, okay, we just got back from 4 days at the beach. It was amazing. It was a lot, not relaxing at all. I mean, if you have little kids or have kids in general, bigger kids, you know what it's like when they're little, like you're just on because you need to make sure they're staying alive. What is happening? I've been fine. Nothing's been going on with my throat. I swear, I hit that record and I have to cough. So it was great. We went with my little family and then my mom and my stepdad, and I cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner for everybody, which was amazing. I'm not complaining, but now I get back and I'm like, whew, I'm kind of burnt out. Like, today is Friday and it's my get things done day. My mom, we have like archers at our co-op. My mom handles Hazel and then they do stuff after. So it's like my cookbook day and I'm literally not doing any cooking. So I need a little break from it. I'm gonna catch up on like the computer side of things, I guess. I'm weeks behind on going over photos. So here comes a little rant on that and how I'm trying to not be anxious and stressed, because that is future stuff that is not being present. I listened to a podcast this morning and it's nothing I haven't heard before, but it's like a nice reminder. Like, stressing out and feeling overwhelmed isn't going to do anything for me right now. So I'm just going to take it one thing at a time. And for today, that means not cooking, but doing some other things where I can feel like I'd rather sit and relax and be on my computer and get work done that way today than be in the kitchen. That being said, I am a little overwhelmed. We are getting towards the end. So my deadline is January 31st. So however many weeks that is, I have about 20 more recipes I need to do. I was hoping there would be more. I am literally gonna hit the bare minimum of what my contract says. So there will be 75 recipes, which I feel like is great. I was hoping there would be a little bit more, but hey, save it for book 2. It's starting to become real and I'm like, wow, okay, so I'm actually gonna have this book that I'm putting out there to be judged on. You know, and there's no way it's gonna please everybody. The theme of the cookbook is like keeping carnivore sustainable and creative. So with that comes a lot of dairy. It won't be a full-on dairy book because I am aware that a lot of you guys are not eating dairy. But it kind of, that lends itself to being creative. So there will be some lion diet friendly, I don't even know if you can call them recipes. Are they a recipe when it's just one piece of meat? I think that would be more of like cooking instructions. But you know what? A lot of people, no offense, need directions on how to boil water. So I don't think there's anything wrong with having instructions on, you know, how to cook ribs, how to cook brisket, how to cook this, because I mean, a lot of people don't know, and I don't know until I figure it out. So there will be recipes like that. Spices will be at a minimum for these recipes and optional at that. What else is going on? We all have personal preferences and taste. I think what's great about a cookbook is, yes, there are these specific guidelines for someone that doesn't know what they're doing and really needs that help. But then for others that are like, you know, comfortable in the kitchen, I think it's a great, you know, baseline, like here's some instructions, and then do with it as you will. Add some seasonings to it if you want, or change the seasonings, or do this or do that. So that's what I'm hoping for that. And I just hope that people, when this does come out, people are appreciative and loving and supportive and aren't like tearing me apart for having dairy or spices or no spices or all that. So that's where my head's at with that right now. Wanted to also touch on my weight loss journey or lack thereof. It's so funny. Okay, before we went on the trip, I stepped on the scale and it was 147. Now, the lowest I've been on Carnivore was like 145, I think like 0.2 or 0.1. And it's been a few months since I've seen that. I've gained and lost the same 5-7 pounds even. But I'm back. Like the last, like, I did Danny's group and I was good for a month tracking macros, lots of steps. Fell off for a couple weeks of tracking. I didn't like go off the rails, but with that came like 5 pounds of weight loss or weight gain. So anyways, last month back on tracking. I'm doing great on tracking, working out, going to the gym. We got a gym membership, even though there's a gym right here in the garage. I do better at the gym. I push myself harder. And I said tracking macros, right? Just getting more steps in and just like doing amazing. So the scale has been going down over the last month. So going into this trip, I'm like, okay, 147. I'm like, I have high hopes that I'm gonna maybe be a couple pounds lighter when we get back. My macros are gonna be on point. I have recently, in the last week or so, been incorporating some more like days of chicken. So I'm not having low fat days at all, but lower fat, because a lot of people have said that like in the comments, to try that with my stall. So I've had days where I'm maybe like around 90 grams of fat instead of my typical like 130. So going into this trip, I'm like, okay, I'm in the middle of my period. Sorry, TMI, but I'm like, that should, you know, lose a couple pounds water weight anyway. So I'm going into this halfway on my period. I'm going to be tracking my macros. I'm going to be getting lots of steps in on the beach. I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be relaxing. Like, I'm going to come home, and not that I expected to lose 3 pounds of fat, but I really thought I would lose some water weight. Guess what the scale was this morning? 147.5. So I did not lose anything. In fact, I gained 0.5. And Jeff's like, you know, did Jeff say that? Someone says like, oh, consider it a win. Like normally people gain weight on vacation. It's like, well, I wasn't going to like, you know, eat all the things and do all that. So anywho, it's just like laughable at this point. You know, I feel like I'm doing all the right things, and I will give it time. I'm not giving up because things could change tomorrow. Maybe I would have a whoosh tonight. But it's just like I'm doing everything perfect. I have recently changed my macros because what I was doing in the very beginning wasn't working for me anymore. And it's just like, I think it's going to be awesome, and it goes the opposite direction. So it's like, it is what it is. But that's where I'm at. I'm still at the 45 pounds lost mark. So that is 147. So I'm still around that. I'd love to hit 50 pounds lost. I'd love to get into the 130s. And before everyone says like, oh, it's not just the scale. Well, no, it's not. But when you clearly have a lot of fat on you still, the scale should still be going down. I'm 5'4", 39 years old. My goal weight, I say, is 130. It could be less. I've been 120 before, and that was thin. I haven't been at like a good goal weight while like working out and lifting and having muscle. So I'll just have to reassess when I get there. But I think for right now, like 130 is a good goal. And that is like what my macros are set to. So getting into like 139 will be phenomenal. I haven't seen that in probably 10 years. I was in the 130s when I met Jeff, and that was 10 years ago, right? 11? Do some math, Courtney. Yeah. Did we meet 11 years ago? Okay. I'm like, March 2013, right? Where are we? No. Yes. Yes. Okay. So next year, what year is it? Is it 23 or 24? Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. I haven't been sleeping great because of my kids. My brain is not functioning where it should have. Last night, I had amazing sleep. No one woke me up. I didn't even wake up to like turn over. Like, it was just amazing. So let's see. Brain cells, it's 2023, right? Yes. Okay. Sorry. What was that brain fart? Okay. So, yes, it's been 10 years since I've been in the 130s. And it's just so weird because my body like just doesn't want to get rid of this weight. Like it won't go past this number, but I'm determined to get it past this number. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to keep tracking my macros. And I worked with someone to get these macros with Danny Conway, and I trust her, I love and adore her, and it worked when I was doing it before. So it's just a little bit lower than what worked for me in the very beginning, because once you have like the end of this weight to lose, it's different than when you're 50 pounds overweight losing. So macros. I've been having minimal dairy, still having some dairy, but having minimal amounts of it. Testing all these recipes, you know, that's what gets me too. What else? Lots of steps. I'm trying to get like 10,000 steps in a day. And then I'm also, I don't know what number we're at, lifting heavy weights. And it's only really been like 4 weeks, I think, of doing that and being consistent. So I know like with time, I'm doing all the right things to get where I need to be. But I know a lot of you guys are struggling with this too. I am not the only one that is like stalling for, I'm on like a 9-month stall essentially, you know, in the same weight range. And I know a lot of you are struggling too. So have I been looking at the wrong camera dot? Sorry if it looks like I'm like looking a little bit off. Besides when I'm staring this way, that's how I think. I gather my thoughts over there. Anyways, now I'm just rambling. I had a lot of caffeine today. Oh, I was so like almost like fully decaf, and then this trip away, we just had regular, and I've been just cranking through it. So what was I saying? Oh yes, weight loss stalls. Everyone else seems to be having this issue too. It's like it comes so easy for some, and they're like, oh, I'm not even hungry. I lost weight, and now I'm trying to gain weight. I just can't eat. And it's like, I need to try to not overeat. Even if I'm not having dairy and that's been removed, like I could easily eat all the things. So I have to be very mindful of that. And it's just frustrating. I'm ready to be at my goal weight. I'm ready to be in maintenance mode because I've been in maintenance mode this last year, and I'm not ready for that. I'm not there yet. And it's just like my body's holding on to it. I think a lot of it is stress. I mean, so many things come into play with weight loss. It's a hormone thing. Almost every night I don't get good sleep. One of my kids is waking me up, or Jeff wakes me up, or the dog wakes me up. Like it's always something. Last night I'm still like so grateful. Like I got 9 hours of sleep, and it was just amazing. But one good night of sleep a month is not cutting it. So if you guys have any more tips, let me know, because you guys were the ones that mentioned having some lower fat days. I guess kind of a lot of people were saying like the PSMF. So I don't even know if that's what I'm doing. Oh no, I'm not, because those are low calorie days, right? I'm just dropping my fat. So I don't know, maybe I need to do that. And then you hear like, oh, fast. But then some people, you can't overfast and this and that. And if you don't eat enough, then some people don't lose if they're not eating enough. So it's like there's so many things, and it gets to be a lot. You guys still with me? If you've watched this far, congratulations. That's another thing. Okay, watching this far, YouTube, hi. Okay, one of my goals, and I've been saying this for months, is like I want to do more videos on here. And what am I doing? Not doing videos on here. So I say this like every few months while I'm making a video, like, oh, I'm gonna get back at it. And then I don't, but it is a goal. I need to do better about it. I love this platform. I love you guys. I think it's a great way to reach other people and share this message of carnivore. So I think like yeah, I'm gonna do some more of these. I do want to do more like educational ones, I guess, with other people. Maybe like bring like the interviews, like bringing some of those back because I'm starting my podcast back up. What else? Cooking demos. I mean, I think once I get my book turned in and where we are in like marketing mode essentially, then I'll have more time to create this content because right now, like every free moment is working on this book. I've slacked on sharing things on social media in general just because I don't know, I'm just doing a lot. I'm a little burnt out. So sometimes it's like I don't want to show you what I ate today. Like I don't care what I ate today. Um Anywho, so more cooking demos I would like to do. So you guys need to hold me accountable. But whew, I felt like that was a lot. I feel better. I feel like I just had a really nice therapy session. I don't want these to be like weekly, like me verbal diarrhea all over you guys and me ranting. I do hope to bring some sort of value to you guys. So I guess, I'm just going to be sharing what I'm doing, what I'm learning, and hopefully just even that will be enough. Like you have these struggles too, and then you just feel like we're in it together. I don't know, but I feel a lot better getting this all out. So thank you. If you haven't already, please say hi in the comments. Like let me know where you're at on your journey right now. Are you in maintenance mode? Are you losing? Are you struggling? Like let's see how we can help each other. And that's the whole thing. It's social media. Let's be social in the comments. And yeah, say hi. That bird, we got some like gnarly crows out there. I feel like maybe they're trying to tell me a message or something. All right, I need to go like decompress. I have a video I have to make for my bread cheese people, and then I'm gonna get some computer work done. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button wherever that is, a thumbs up, say hi in the comments. I would say share this, but I don't think anyone, they'll be like, why the heck did you share me this? So don't share this with anyone. And I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. It's just such an amazing community. And thank you for being on this journey with me. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.